What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BmanX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have another deck profile I'm going to show you for the Digimon TCG. This is my Imperialdramon blue deck. Again, mostly I have everything I need for the deck. A couple cards are out of place, but hoping to have those shortly within the next little while. This is probably my other deck other than Shine Greymon that I have most of the cards I'm looking for. There's a couple other decks that I'm working on, Chaos Gallantmon purple, and I have a green kind of OTK control deck that I will showcase later on. Again, missing a couple cards from both of those decks, so I want to wait a little while before I show them. But this deck, pretty much everything I have other than a few cards have been hard to get anyways. So without further ado, let's get into deck profile and see what you guys think. So we'll start off here. We have our babies. So this one's an easy one. It's the 4 Demi-Vmon and the 1 Upamon. Upamon gives you a little bit of draw power there, really good. Demi-Vmon gives you a draw 1 as well if your Digimon has jamming when attacking, which is pretty much most of your Digimon in this deck. So pretty simple there, really good, really basic. Then we have our level 3s. There we go. So we have our level 3s here. Of course, we have the 4 copies of the BT3 Vmon with jamming. Really great. I've won games just having him on the field, just being able to attack with a 2K guy over things, and your opponent doesn't really want to get rid of your little guys because then they leave your bigger level 5s on the board to become Imperialdramons and other things. 2 Gabumon on play draw power. Pretty decent, but I feel like you only need 2 just because it is a 3 cost to play. You got your level 3 2 drops, 2 Elecmon, 2 Gomamon. You can play either or. I just like having the variety of cards in the deck, especially with certain cards that delete based on names. That way, if you have like a Gomamon, a Elecmon, your opponent can't nuke all the monsters. And then 3 copies of Strabimon. I do play a lot of hybrids in here, so gets you to add that blue Tamer or a hybrid to your hand. So pretty good, really good to get a Davis off this guy. 3 I think is a perfect number, which brings us up to 13 level 3s. I think it's a good, decent number there. Okay. Then we have our level 4s. Got 2 copies of X-Vmon. I like this card. He's cool. Unsuspend one of your level 4 lower Digimon, which would be good with if you're playing him on a monster you can attack with. Say your opponent only has 1 security left and you have a Vmon with jamming. You can Digivolve to him, unsuspend your Vmon, attack with jamming, and then get game. So I think he's a cool guy, and I like to have test at least 2 of them. I'm playing 2 Tobymon. He's a 1 to Digivolve, but 3 to play, so really cheap. He's basically there in regards to Gorillamon. I'm playing 3 Gorillamon, and I probably might have to drop this down to 2, but if I was going to drop the Tobymon, I'd just play 4 Gorillamon because it's a 1 to evolve as well. I'm also playing 3 Lobomon. You can Digivolve him onto a Tamer. So if you have 2 Davises, I mean, after you use Davis's ability, he's really only there. You only need 1, so you can, on multiple Davises, you can Digivolve into him. So that's really good. And then finally, we got the 4 Koalamon. He's the new 1 to evolve blocker, 5,000 DP. Not as good as the 6,000s, but a lot of the time I'm finding that the 6,000s aren't coming up. That you need that 6,000. It's mostly there to block, not there to really survive. So the Koalamon definitely really good with the 1 to evolve. So right now that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That is 14 level 4s. And again, I probably might be cutting the one Gorillamon. Okay, then we have our level 5s, and this is where I'm missing some stuff here. So we have, I have 2 Imperialdramon, that should be 4. I have yet to be able to get 2 more copies. I'm also running 2 Chris Imperialdramon. I think he's really cool. The security attack, the ability to, when Digivolving, trash the bomb Digivolution card, and then getting the security attack +1 if your opponent doesn't have any Digivolutions. Good against Digiburst decks, good against Rookie Rush decks. Anyways. And then I have 3 Tobymon. So I'm only going to be playing 8 level 5s. I only play 4 level 6s. Very straightforward. I will be cutting this. I will be cutting this for more Imperialdramons. He's just better with his inheritable and stuff like that. But I'll probably be cutting that 3rd Gorillamon for a 4th copy of Imperialdramon, because I do want to run 8, at least 8 level 5s. So that would be where my Imperialdramons are coming for right now. I just don't have the Imperialdramons. Dino B is good. It's not necessary. Like, if I wasn't testing the Chris Imperialdramons, I'd probably run 4 and 4, but I wanted to try something different there. So he has piercing and jamming. Imperialdramon has jamming, but then he has that really good inheritable to unsuspend. So you can go ahead and you can attack with him, then Digivolve into Imperialdramon, basically unsuspend with his attack, and then use the inheritable to unsuspend again. You basically get 3 attacks, all with jamming in one turn. It's nuts. So yeah, I need more of him. So that would be the card I'd be running there. Okay, and then of course you have your level 6s, and I got one of the nice alti arts. I really like this. The 4 Imperialdramon. Really cool guy. When one of your Imperialdramon or Dino B would Digivolve into this guy from your hand, you can reduce the memory cost by 2, so he's 3 to evolve from those guys. It does make him a 5 for the Chris Imperialdramon, but if your opponent gives you a big memory boost, I mean, you can go ahead and do it, and then you potentially have that security attack +1 with jamming, so that's pretty cool. And then of course, when Digivolving, he unsuspends all Digimon with jamming, including himself, because he has jamming. So really cool, really great. That's all you run for level 6 is the 4 of him. And then I have 2 copies of Omnimon. Both should be the Blitz Omnimon, but I only have the one. He's basically, you Digivolve into him, and you can still get an attack. You can attack your opponent even if the memory gauge goes over to their side. So potentially, if you can clear their entire security stack and then just go into Omnimon and attack for game over your opponent, really great. Yeah, so if an opponent, so yeah, Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory. So really good. And he also has the when Digivolving effect unsuspend, so you can blitz and then unsuspend, so he's safe from attack that turn. Only 14,000 DP, a little bit less than the original, but he's kind of the go-to guy now. Again, this would be another copy of him, but I don't have it, so we're playing the nice Alti Art original Omnimon as just a filler. So that's it for your monster lineup anyways. And then we have our Tamers. So for Tamers, we have our, well, I'm testing 2 Takumi Aiba, and we have our 3 Davis Motomiya. So of course Davis, he's your memory tamer. On reveal, you get to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck on play and add a blue and a green to your hand. So you can add a Dino B and any blue, really. But if you don't get the Dino B, you can still add the blue. So again, the Lobomon's good because if you get multiple of him off per game, you can Digivolve into Lobomon because you only need 1 on board after you got it to get that memory gain. And then Takumi Aiba, he basically makes your level 3s bad. So the one thing I don't like about him is he makes your attacking with Vmon bad because you lose a memory. But I think it really is dependent on what cards you get in your hand. If you don't draw into him, you will try to set up Vmon plays where you can get extra attacks with jamming. But if you do draw into him, you can choose to go into him to create a draw engine, and then in which case you're not going to want to really leave your Vmons on board, unless of course you leave one for basically a kind of a clutch game winning move. So it's kind of a trade-off, but it gives you the ability to just draw off of Digivolving once per turn. So it's all right. I think it's worth testing and gives a little bit more versatility to the deck. So it's just the 5 Tamers there. And then we have some option cards, of course, for Hammer Spark, because free memory's fun. And then I'm testing 1 copy of Aqua Viper. You return one of your Digimon to its owner's hand to return up to 2 your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. So good against like Rookie Rush because you're not really having big boards. You're just trying to get to that one big Imperialdramon who can just blow through your opponent's security in like a turn. So again, you're not trying to build up a big board. So this can help you clear a board, and it's only 3 cost. So I'm testing 1 of that. And with that, that's pretty much the deck there. It's testing out pretty good so far. Like I said, I was trying the Tobymon. Like most people, I think, would just run the Gorillamon. But I'm really thinking the Tobymon might be good, especially if you're getting into a problem where you don't have any level 3s. You can just drop him for 3 and then start Digivolving for there. So it gives you some options there. And that's all the time we have for this video. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss 1 minute of the fun. That's all for now, folks.